What's up, Jeff? Hey, buddy.
Hey.
It's Mike Boylan.
Welcome to RCTVLive.com.
That's it. We are your source for our...
The Drift R from Team Losi arrives 100% assembled, ready to drift, right out of the box. The detailed body features real working head and tail lights, along with dual chrome tailpipes and Pimp My Ride chrome wheels. Performance is courtesy of a Trinity 19-turn brush motor and is controlled via a Novak engineered Losi speed control. A 2-channel JR AM programmable radio rounds out the list of included electronics. If the chassis looks familiar, that's because it is. It's Losi's race-proven composite XXX's chassis, which featured a sealed belted drivetrain. A foam bumper is even included for added protection when drifting. To me, drifting is more art than sport. Watching some of With some practice and a little patience, anyone can become an RC drifter.
Man, had a blast with this Team Losi Drift R. My buddy Ross here, man, we beating him. I got a donut. I got a tired donut there, and that was fun, man. We look like rookies out there. That was the first time I ever drifted, but I think after one battery pack, we figured it out. Oh, so yeah. It was fun, man. Losi, awesome, man. They got lights on these things, too. I'm sure Jeff will be showing you, but can't wait to do this at night. Hey race fans, this is Mike, and this week we're going to be talking about two things. We're going to talk about springing, and we're going to talk about shimming. Shimming and springing. It's two main items that guys that race pan cars work with the most. We've actually had quite a few emails asking us to go over a little bit about springs and shims, so thought we would do that for this week's tech tip. The shims, obviously, little round brass thing that we bought these from Left-Hander RC. You use the shims in the front of your car and the rear of your car. The shims actually go on top of the front kingpin, and the rear shims go on the rear axle for spacing effects. We're going to talk a little bit about the front end right now, and we're going to go into a popular word called sag. And this race car here, looking at the left front, you know, we got all the way. The car is actually going to steer less. It's going to be more predictable. The opposite on a high bike track again. If this left rear tire is brought in more than the left front, where it actually, you know, the outside edge is in more than the left front, it allows the car to rotate more. And the whole idea there is when you go into a corner and steer, this left rear being farther in than the left front follows the car around, and it actually corners a lot easier. And kind of, you know, to give you an idea, looking at it head on, this tire being in allows the car to cut more. So on a high bike racetrack, where your car's pushing a lot, if your car's pushing middle of the corner out, where you get on the gas and the car wants to keep going straight, you bring the left rear tire toward the right rear and away from the left front, and the car's going to rotate more. If your car is spinning out and is real, you know, unpredictable, you bring the left rear tire out. Some of the original pan cars, the front ends were narrow, the rear ends were wide. Some of these newer generation race cars now, they're actually wide in the front, narrow in the rear, and it makes the car rotate, but can also make the car, you know, harder to drive. Last item, real quick, the center spring. All I use is...
Very cool.
That was cool, man.
You know what? Everybody should
buy
have
it?
an. I don't think they make them anymore.
Really?
No, but he sent that in. That was very nice. And Michael Hoyt from Chicago. We appreciate it. We didn't get ours built, but that's almost as good.
And that was filmed in Australia?
In Australia, mate.
Cool, man. The Great White.
The Great
Hey,
White.
speaking of Australia, we got to say hey to Ray Wood.
Ray Woods, RC. You know what? His
Ray Wood
videos
video.
are awesome.
Yeah, we met him.
Ray Woods, RCvideos.com, I believe it is.
.com.
Yeah, I
but,
just saw him
just
at
hey
the
Ray.
M&S.
Just hey Ray.
Hey Ray.
Hey Ray.
All right, buddy Ray.
What about some of the other guys we met at Snowbirds?
Everybody.
Vincent at Top Racing.
Yeah,
hopefully
Vincent at Top.
we got
Nice to see
I
you.
think we have as many international viewers now as
I'd say as we do stateside, we'd like to welcome everybody.
and domestic.
Yeah. That's bada bing.
I love to get
Hey, right now, Collector's Corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Some of you love it. Some of you hate
They're
it.
doing this coincides with Tamiya's re-release of the Mitsubishi Pajero.
Yeah, there's that word. Coincide.
He loves it.
Every show there's a coincide.
Yes, they're rushing us. We're getting rushed. Why are we rushing?
Okay.
Take a look at this. Brings back a lot of memories.
Yep. What year?
1982, 3.
Holy cow! I was only like 8.
Wow.
That
What happened? A lot of miles. Take a look.
was fun.
The Mitsubishi Pajero, a big winner in the famous Paris to Dakar rally race, was chosen by Tamiya to provide you with a new world of fun in radio-controlled vehicles. A dual-function car for competition racing or spectacular stunting. Its highly detailed injection-molded body rests upon a proven bathtub-type frame, which includes a very sophisticated suspension.
Divisions didn't have this modification done to their motors.
Well, that's what I think.
In my opinion, I think that that's a pretty good benchmark to say that, yeah, it probably doesn't buy you a whole lot.
Well, and I think that's the one thing people, every time that was posted online, they didn't seem to grasp that fact that the TQ motors were all tore down.
Right.
And all 10 cars from each A main were tore down, and not one person had this done. So, yes, you know, some funny things could be happening, but if your 10 fastest guys weren't doing it, I don't think we can get any closer fair racing than that.
I agree with you.
No, and you personally were there, Charlie, and Tekin yourself, correct?
Yeah. I used my Novak know-how. I looked at the motors, and if they did anything, it was so minute that I couldn't tell. We did have a...
Tony Stewart helps make this race possible and is as competitive in RC as he is in NASCAR. Tony can wheel anything. What oval event would be complete without an official pace car? All of the Nitro races used a rolling start. It seemed to work great, and the drivers liked it. This even got Mike's official thumbs up seal of approval. What you're about to see is what happens to a car when it's pushed to its limits. A nice smoky fire. If you look closely, you'll be able to see flames poking out once they set the car down on the pit table. Remember, safety first. Always keep a giant fire extinguisher in your pit box.
We got some son of a bitch. Be sure to stay tuned to RCTVlive.com. We got some great stuff coming up for you in future episodes. We got some illustrated